Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the Recovery Strategy Roadmap. At Southern Glazers, we understand that these are unprecedented times, and there is information and suggestions being given at every turn. The intent of this document is to minimize recovery time as your establishment starts to gear up to open, by providing you a clear guide full of reputable and valid resources, tools, examples, and templates. We also know that everything is changing daily and have created this dynamic tool to keep you up to date and connected to our Southern Glazers team. You'll notice as you navigate this tool that there are no brand mentions. This tool is 100% with your best interest in mind, and we will not reference suppliers or brands. You are more than welcome to reach out to your Southern Glazers contact to discuss brands if you'd like. The one-pager you're viewing in your homepage, this is dynamic page linked to Google Drive, which allows us to add content without disturbing the homepage view and giving you new resources as they arise. On the top right-hand corner, you'll notice the ability to click on Proof. If you have not registered for Proof, we ask that you do. It is an easy and convenient tool. Here on this one-pager, you can see the features and the benefits and easy, quick registration links. If you have registered for Proof, thank you. And you can click here to place your orders. It will navigate you to your homepage easily. We understand that your contacts at Southern Glazers may have changed, so we have added a contact list for your use. By clicking here, you're able to see everybody responsible for your area. This is all based on region responsibility, and we look forward to be able to get in contact with you. We also know that there are many resources in here, and to not make it an overwhelming tool, we've added a resource appendix. By clicking on Resource Appendix, it allows you to navigate directly to resources referenced for ease of use. This is your toolkit once you have browsed through all the relevant information. It is listed by area so that you can easily navigate to what you need. Again, this tool will be updated as we get new resources. If you would like to navigate on your own, you can exit the video now and browse the tool. If you would like to continue watching this tutorial, we will now take you through an in-depth view of all the resources available.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Harris and I'm with Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits. Nikki just gave an excellent overview of the Recovery Strategy Roadmap and what the main intention of the tool is. So now I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into the details and take you through each of the sections over the next few minutes to make sure you're really maximizing this dynamic resource. So our first stop will be the roadmap overview. And it's worth noting all of these icons here on the roadmap are clickable, as are their corresponding colored numbers. So in the roadmap overview, it reads more like a mission statement or a vision statement of the map. And the main takeaways are that this tool is meant to minimize your recovery time as a business and an F&B operator, despite your segment, be it hotels, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, etc., and then to maximize your response efforts. We've gathered a group of subject matter experts, as well as used leading research company publications such as Technomics and Data Essentials in an effort to look at this industry recovery from as many aspects as possible to help take some of the work off your plate by centralizing that information here and making it actionable and updatable. And when I say updatable, I mean that this whole roadmap and every resource contained is a living document. We're going to continue updating, adding things as developments with COVID-19 continue taking place. We'll ensure that we're getting you the most up-to-date, actionable information possible so that you can make the best decisions with the information in front of you for yourself and for your establishment, as well as your employees and guests. And last note on this page, we do place icons at the majority of the documents here at the bottom. Just in the event you did happen to close out that roadmap, this will take you right back to that main page. The next section, the Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits Customer Care website, is an information hub, and it's full of valuable material that is also updated on a regular basis. You can see some of the major categories here that then break down into the individual topics and websites. You can kind of click through, and I highly recommend exploring more in depth because there is so much valuable information within these individual sections. So next we go on to the reopening checklist. So as on-premise restrictions continue to ease, there will be an enormous amount of work on F&B operators to get their business back up and running safely, but also profitably. So use this comprehensive checklist and the additional resources contained as a guide to help you and your business during the reopening time. You'll also notice that many of the sections have buttons and links that will take you through to additional resources. So in this example, we discuss internal facing playbooks, so non-customer facing plans of action, essentially, that would be meant more for managers or for employees to really help keep things on track. And we've found a couple of good examples, one of which we like to call out, which is the Black Sheep Restaurant Group. They have, I believe, 22 locations, and they did a really good job of taking their managers through pretty much every facet of the operation, from a hygiene perspective, from a health perspective, what to do with guests within the restaurant, etc. So if you are planning on making a playbook, we definitely suggest using this as a model in addition to your own, or if you've already made one and just want some more inspiration, we found this to be a really great resource. And they did make it available to the public for that exact reason. And as you continue scrolling down, you'll see the major sections such as venue pre-cleaning, employee and guest health, inventory considerations, third-party services, and then staff training and to-go and delivery programming, which is also on that main map. And then a special call out for the discounts for Southern Glazers wine and spirits customers. So we're still in the middle of compiling a list of businesses that are willing to offer discounts to our customers for services or products that you will most likely and or definitely need during this time, such as deep cleans of venues, as well as redoing any of your menu programs in a more healthy and sanitary fashion. So this list is going to grow, continue checking back, but if you do happen to contact anybody for those discounts, make sure that you identify yourself as a Southern Glazers wine and spirits customer to ensure you're getting the appropriate discount. And into the next section. So with food and beverage, like any other business, it holds true that the more knowledgeable and well-versed the staff is, the more confident they're going to be with their guests, which translates ultimately to a better experience for the customers, and then ideally more revenue per check for your operation and more tips in their pocket, to be quite frank. So with that, we've placed numerous virtual trainings here on this page that you and your staff can click through. Some are to entire websites, such as tipsy.com, and then others are individual YouTube videos or YouTube channels, such as WSET or GuildSom. Again, we try to make sure that all the resources are free. However, when they aren't, we do a little call out here to make sure that you know. Otherwise, we do our best to make sure that these websites are free. We then move into social media. And however, currently this isn't a social media how-to, although that is in the works. This is more of a triage. So it's just a brief list of things to think about during these beginning phases of reopening in terms of your business and its online presence. So we just put some really pointed kind of tips, such as updating your details on Google My Business profile. I can't tell you how many times over the course of the last 2 months that I went to check a business and it was saying it was open when it was actually closed, or that they were offering delivery but that wasn't called out, or they weren't offering delivery and it was called out. So just making sure that that is up to date was really valuable for your customers to make sure they can reach you. Instagram now offers delivery, so click through to find an article on how that works. Posting videos of your cleaning and sanitization procedures. Right now, with customers, consumers being still apprehensive about the environment in terms of the health of the environment, the sanitation, the cleanliness of the environment, posting videos on your social media showing your procedures, be it how you're cleaning tables or any physically touched item in between guests, or your cleaning procedures for the kitchen, really goes a long way, because that transparency makes them feel a lot more comfortable and confident and secure. It also makes your employees feel that way. So you'll see some of the tips here. Again, additional resources here, and then one call out for free social media menu templates. We found a really great website, free to start an account, and you can create a lot of those really great, colorful, vibrant menu pictures and paste them on your respective social media channels, such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And then, as you heard me mention earlier, we have an entire section where we've begun compiling a list of articles and webinars from some of those industry-leading research companies, such as Technomics, Data Essentials, and McKinsey & Company, just to name a few. So we'll definitely be adding more here as we go along. Those already listed are so robust with information that is actionable now across the whole spectrum of F&B segments. So, and additionally, signing up for some of these websites on your own and watching the live webinars or looking in the archives will give you further insight into the direction the hospitality industry is heading in as it continues to be developed and shaped by the COVID-19 pandemic. As an example, Technomic, this is one of their webinar PowerPoints they sent out afterwards. And it's just, again, despite whether you're an independent restaurant or bar or you're part of a larger corporation hotel, there's tons and tons of great information in here that you can then turn into action, right? Action for your operation, action for your customers, understanding where their emotional sentiment is, whatever it might be. So highly recommend looking through here and picking out some of the really great nuggets of information. The next section, marketing and promotions, is essentially a list of project proposals that you may be able to implement in your restaurant, bar, concept, etc., to help grow revenue or even drive traffic. So we put those into categories here, such as menu, to-go and delivery, event activations and happy hour, loyalty offers, and so forth. And then each of these names is actually a project proposal. So by clicking on any of these proposals, you'll see just a short, concise breakdown of exactly what it is, what the goal is, how it works, and if there's any additional resources to be found with this. So we understand that not all ideas, not all programming and activations is a one-size-fits-all. So that being said, we did try to cover a pretty wide gamut of different information or different activations that could be appropriate to your particular establishment and concept. So again, check back because this is going to continue to be updated, and we'll definitely be adding more ideas in here. And then next, we have our to-go and delivery programming. So this is more of an ebook. As you scroll through, you'll see many useful resources to help you shape your to-go and or delivery program, as well as giving you some great perspective on whether or not you're better off using a third-party delivery service such as Uber Eats or DoorDash, or really just operating your own in-house delivery service. So it also helps point you in the direction of what items are currently trending and popularity on the various delivery services. So really, really great things here. And from here, what's next? At Southern Glazers, we know that no matter what's next for this industry or your business, whatever curveball may or may not be thrown our way in the future, we're here to be both your ally and your advocate during this time of recovery and honestly uncertainty. We encourage you to reach out to anyone on the contact list that we pointed out prior for any needs or concerns or questions you may have. So thank you for letting me take you through this roadmap, and I hope you find it useful for yourself and your operation. Also, we'd love to hear your ideas or suggestions as well. So again, please reach out to us so we can discuss them. Cheers.